on his Siabonga Nomvete, second control. Now, it is a pitch tackle that, because of winter, of course, looks a bit patchy. What do you make of the surface, though?
I think the surface...
Ball. Matthews into space, being very closely watched. Mokwena will be cleared away by Vilakazi. Keanu Kupilo was another who came into the team at the club winner. Sundowns, as we expected, will dominate possession here in these early stages. For an early goal, and then the Pirates set the tone yesterday with a goal after 13 minutes from Oswin Apollos. Never looked back after that. Sales. Good challenge on Sales. The decision is a corner. Comes off...
With the likes of Gumede, they can cause problems for them, Sundowns.
Modiba with the left foot looked to curl it in towards goal. Salim Magula is the man in goal for Richards Bay, regular first choice for them, third season at the club. Now long-range effort. Magula will be pleased with the opportunity for a little touch of the ball. Now first,
Thomas, one goal that opens up the game, and I think that's what Mamisans will try and do. Just get that early goal so that the game can open now. You can slow down the game. You can actually now create more chances to actually maybe go into the lead. But as things stand, I think it's always going to be better for the underdog, which in this case is Richards Bay.
Paulo Kwani said his coach Puti Mahafi was disappointed, he said, with their application in the first half, just in terms of pressing, and certainly allowed Orlando Pirates to get that early 2-goal lead, and it was difficult to come back. They were a little better in the second half, a bit more application.
Yeah, because the first half, and in most cases, like even in footballers as well, they don't understand that you can actually win the game in the first half. They can actually lose the game in the first half. So that first half becomes such an important thing. You don't want to wait for the second half to try and gain momentum. So the first club that actually opens up, like Mamelodi Sundowns in this case, if they do, it's going to be very, very difficult for Richards Bay to come back. And that's how Orlando Pirates did it yesterday.
Remember, the draw for the semi-final will be conducted at the end of tonight's encounter, whether it be after extra time and penalties or after the 90. On the field here, we'll discover the pairings for the... Not a bad crowd here for Sunday night at Actresville. Expected that the cold and possibly the fact that there's work tomorrow for many people might keep... Matthews.
Over the years, it's been a team that is spoken about, especially in terms of set pieces. They were not really good in terms of positive. And Temple Zwane as well was free, so they had a couple of players that could actually put in the back of the net, but you don't want to allow Raiders to be free inside the box.
Yeah, there were 3 players around him almost at the Club World Cup. Now Matthews rides the challenge, just slips at the bottom. Bomb up and down, we know that. There's another man.
One of the things that they should be able to improve this season.
Another thing I'd like to add to that was the intensity of the pressing when they played the Germans, for example. I think they were a bit taken aback with how intense the pressing was. That's maybe something they could transfer to the Champions League. There's Allende now. Sundowns and Richards Bay right here today. If they want to end that stat, it's Sales with interception over on the far side. Med is switched over. Allende, Sales, bit of space now. Reyners waits for the pass. Square ball in. Mamelodi Sundowns, Bay United, I remember beating them. Maritzburg knocked them out in the quarterfinals. So they've had some slow starts to the season in the past. Look to pick up here where they left off at the end of the last campaign.
They competed very well in that, your muscle memory will kick in.
Traces on here for Bomelo. Good cover from Cupido. Oh, nicely done with Modiba, Matthews and Cupido. Now they'll find a bit of space on the right-hand side. Mokoena's ball to Sales. Lovely pass. Sales teasing. Can he get it square? And the corner is given.
Yeah, it becomes so difficult. So I think that's one thing they need to fix, especially at halftime.
Get some elevation on this. Sales goes up. Just wide.
Yeah, good set piece being played there. At least this time around, you can see that they are.
Space here for Zwane. Touching Zikali. Last goal for him against Chippa United away from home in Buffalo City on mid-May. It's going to be a long season for these Sundowns players. Of course, there is the Champions League coming up, plus all the domestic matches. Then remember, many of them in the Bafana team as well, which with World Cup qualification coming up, and then on to the Cup of Nations in mid-season, December, January, in the tournament in Morocco, and hopefully a World Cup in the USA at the end of the next season, or this season. Some of these players could play up to 50 matches if successful. Sales floats it towards the back post in search of Matthews. This is the first promising attack from Richards Bay. Short ball in here to Mtembo, just a little too strong from Gumede. One on the overlap. Laners might have gone a little too early. Looking for Sales. Finds him. Now what's the Brazilian going to do? Finds Allende. Matthews is wide in space on the left here. And the flag. That is our new 20 in from Modiba. Chippa United going to be moved from East London to Gqeberha, the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. And their first home game will not be here, but at Loftus Versfeld. This is a midweek one, I think the 12th and the 13th. Richards Bay hoping to return to the town after 3 seasons of exile. Although their first game will be in Umlazi, where they've been playing over the last couple of years. Here's Mokoena looking to find a spot. And I'll tell you what, if Tembo took his head out of the way, maybe deliberately, maybe not, but had he got a little touch on there, Magula might have been in some trouble.
Yeah, I can see also with Debs as well, he struggled a little bit with that first touch, because then it's just here, because you want to have that little bit of an angle, but it helps as well. There was a little bit of pressure from Magula.
I think he was lucky Tembo not to steer that. Now, chance for Richards Bay. They've got their first corner of the game.
And this man right here, when he started making his name known for...
Zama will take this. Let's see if they can get themselves back in from the set piece. Long range shot. Really wasn't excuse me. Williams organising the wall, but it's a little chip over the top. Williams out very quickly. I think Nzama might have caught his own team by surprise there.
Surprise, yeah. And then normally, like even when we're still playing, those are type of free kicks, maybe in the far post, or you actually go straight, especially when you have a team like this that doesn't really have like a free kick specialist, so you always have to improvise.
Looks like a handball there from Matthews. Oh, he suggested it was his chest, and I think he might be right, actually.
Might be right, actually. Also from the referee's positioning as well.
Now on the attack, cross inside, just to goal scorer Reyners. Sales, Reyners on the charge, Reyners through the middle, Reyners looking to get the touch, Magula brave, Matthews wide. I think he got a decent knock there, Salim Magula. Reyners would have felt that as well on the thigh muscle. He says, I'm all right.
Him to actually run into it. You can see here, I think that's just the bounce that became a problem for him. Because then it started skidding away from any dangerous attack. That's why they collided. But that's very, very brave for Magula to be able to come out, because Rain is there. Was on.
You can see here there's no head knock with Maguli. He's almost, his body's turned a little bit, but still feels the effects, receiving treatment. Matthews disappointed with his finish. Captain Meka's gone forward, Mabua as well. This man's been at Richards Bay for 9 seasons now, leading by example, a real club man. Zama delivers. That was from Rayners. Back out wide to Nzama. Matthews. Kekana. Mudiba. Mokoena. Probably need another 100% sure where that's. Rayners out wide. They are 3 players waiting in the middle. Curled in. Bineka with chases on ya. That's too strong for Rayners. I think he might have been onside. Vilakazi forward. Saleh through the middle. Appointment, the pass is just a little too strong for him.
See that is always on the edge. We're waiting for that pass, and maybe there with Silas with a little bit of patience, you will be able to get it right, because now you're rushing. You want to put so much power behind the ball, and that results then into Rayners then not be able to get the ball. But even though he's on the edge, you need to have that level of patience. Maybe wait for him to make a second run again. Then as a midfielder, you can be able to play the ball.
Just below us, he's ready to go up. Inside information here. Allende. Some space to get to assist. Williams now in the Sundowns half. Modiba. Zwane. Allende. Coming out a little bit late there. Took one high, floated one, back in from Tashrik Matthews. Oh, he gets the ball back. Now he might go for the shot. A little bit of a deflection. Salezia laying it back. Oh, slipping at the vital moment. Ikram Rayners missed the opportunity there for his second. That was very unselfish from Sales.
Yeah, very unselfish indeed. I'm not too sure as to them Rayners was expecting the ball to be brought back by Silas. As you can see that with his first touches.
The team talk might be a positive one at the break, but let's see. This half is not over. Oh, goal! My word. They just put the curse on them. Tudeka, the skipper. Oh, he'll be absolutely crestfallen. Magula as well. It's just the panic, really, that Sundowns induce in the opponent.
It is indeed, because you can see that Mnenega's stress was Rayners on his left-hand side making that run, and knowing how quick Rayners is, and you can see Debs on the right-hand side, it was evident that he's going to play the ball across, expecting Magula possibly to anticipate that ball. We have a better communication in between them.
There it is again, fairly simply done. The square ball in and desperate efforts. They knew Rayners was just behind.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can see the goalkeeper was going forward, but whether he communicated with Mneneka or not, I think...
There they come again. Over the top from Mokoena. This time cleared in the right direction. Cupido has it. Cupido pushing forward, inside to Sales. Here's Zwane now. Modiba cuts inside. Playing the 1-2, Allende, and the stretch from Raiders just doesn't get the touch. Lovely quick passing.
Lovely quick passing indeed inside the box from Sundowns. It was too far for him to be able to make that connect.
If Matthews can keep us in play, he does so. Modiba. Allende, is he going to go for goal? Good block. Always an extra decibel level when Zwane has possession. Passing it around a little bit better at Richards Bay. Maybe
play with a little more confidence and create opportunities.
There's the ball inside, looking for Gumede. Needed some excellent defending, which... Here's Reyners now. Reyners, oh, that's just crept in. Brilliantly done. He spotted a bit of a gap at the near post and snuck it away for his second of the match.
And we spoke about Reyners playing on the shoulder with a little bit of bravery, that chance to go to play. Look at the highlight that Richards Bay are playing. Once you turn there, is on the move. Good play, Paul, because the line is not straight. With his speed, with his finishing as well, makes it very, very difficult for Magula to be able to save.
Was he onside though, I wonder? Yesterday, Lampo Kekana got 8-7, I think, that day. The referee's given the free kick just outside. Has gone forward. Tight angle. Paces to the left, reminds me of Mokoena against Morocco in the Cup of Nations in the Ivory Coast. Scoring from a similar range, but a little bit further away from goal. And Atteridgeville. Ribeiro, Mokoena just floats it. Cupido with a header. Magula. Oh, what is Magula doing there now? More expensive look at what Magula did. Just took his eye off the ball there for the moment.
Yeah, but he also did well there to be able to recover as well.
Poking a bit of fun at Kaiser Chiefs early in the season. That's not fair. And Wednesday, the 12th and 13th of August. So your football boots will be swimming. Season is underway. Semi-finals of the MTN will be 2 weekends' time. First legs, and then the second leg the weekend thereafter. Find the flag. This is Mokoena gets the return ball from Nzama. Now Gumede. Mango is at the back post. Oh, Williams makes the save. Mango was in a clash off the ball. He was impeded on his way through. Referee, see if you can spot it here at the bottom of your screen. Mango going in. Maybe he was a little impeded. Now given away, and Mango on his own. That's excellent defending. Cupido. Zwane. Here they come in search of number 4. So drag back for Zwane, but not perfectly positioned for him. Zama to Mango. Has he got the corner? Yes, he has. He gets some changes on first, but Zanzeka says, let's play. Zama again. Trailing by 3. Can they get some consolation here? Richards Bay. Floated high to the near post. How close was that?
It's very, very close. I think Ronwin saw it a little bit late because it dipped just there with the first on the first pole. You can see the players claiming that possibly maybe they jumped the line. It's a good ball being played. Very difficult to defend. That touch there.
It's an excellent curling ball. Here's another one from Nzama. Bobbing around in that area, turns. Metlaku and Lebusa. Cupido, Matthews and Zwane will. Now, chance here. Offside. Skipper was looking to redeem himself for that. Yeah, I think our young linesman over on the far side got that right again.
Yeah.
Sales switches play. Nice touch, Mabena. His first touch since coming on. Diva. There's a fan favourite, Mabena, the 5th youngest player in the stadium. Siwela, you remember him? Ajax Cape Town. There come Richards Bay. 2-8 in the middle. Cross inside. And the header comes from Kakana. Tembu with the back heel. Maybe as far as Sales. They're playing Mabena out wide. Metlaku behind him. Reyners to his right. Is Mabena going to go on his own? He's got the goal. Gets the deflection, but it's number 4 for Mamelodi Sundowns and the teenager. He's only 18 years old now.
He is one of the popular players in the group. As young as he is, very, very talented. Of course, he was set back with that injury that happened to him last season. He had to sit so many games on the sideline. He was taken with as well to the FIFA Club World Cup. As much as he worked,
he had lots of options, but he saw his gap. He's got the pace. He's got the turn here. No hesitation. For the shot.
No hesitation at all.
It was a lucky deflection off Tekla, to be honest, but it'll go down as a Mabena goal. It wasn't shot on target. Matching the record defeat suffered twice before by Richards Bay. They are your scorers. Reyners with 2, the own goal, and Mabena in the final quarter hour of this encounter. You can see 2 more changes standing by here. A debut for Bassadin and Jaden Adams, his former Stellenbosch teammate, coming on in these closing stages. That'll be the end of the subs. Reyners off, Denwa off. So what's that? It's the expanded squad. Toby Valo, one of those covered.
For you to actually command any regular game time.
A foul given away. Sundowns almost Williams.
Yeah, 수고가 진짜. 이 정도 못 걸리지 않는데. 걸리지 않는 거 알지?
Good challenge on Mokoena. Not an illegal one, but he's showing some application there in Tembo. He's been in this fray from the start in the middle of the park. Aubrey Madiba says, you gave me a yellow, what about one for him? Mabena, Madiba, here comes Sundowns, looking for number 5, Alenda at the back post. A bit overcooked there. That ball kept in play by Alenda, now it will be a goal kick. A good weekend.
It's not as much for Sundowns defense.
Look at Bassadin pushing forward and pretty fit this early in the season. They did win that KwaZulu space. Looking to thread it
in that position.
Sales, can he make it 5? It's a tight angle, needs to cut back. Magula's back in place. Sales trying the fancy there. There were teammates queuing up.
But great run nonetheless. Great pass there by Ende. it there.
Touch to take it wide of
Yeah.
Magula was a bit strong.
Yeah.
There's Alende. Quena. Oh, there in the ground. It looked like the pass is a bit short. Looking to make
I mean, the country as its own, I mean, they're all going excited, they're getting excited about this fixture, but not alien to the season like this.
Amena again. Okwena. We're hoping to avoid them. Didn't have a happy time.
Complete goals or more.
We need that.
Yeah.
I think the last one over 30 was Collins and Basuma when you were still a youngster coming through, I think. Oh, every time Mabena gets the ball, fans are in full voice. Allende gets it back to him, not the best of passes again. 2.5. Sales. For Letlaku, roundabout. Is there consolation? He's got a bit of support in that penalty area, into the side netting. Feels he should get the corner, but the line says goal kick.
You know, you always try the referee. Very, very smart play, but good run, clever play being played. A little bit sooner, a little bit early before Mabena Sundowns could actually organize. But those are the right footed play. We've seen him scoring stunner goals from the left hand side.
Mabena chasing in towards goal. Pass for Letlaku. Out comes